Minneapolis Mayor Joe Hogsett has announced plans for a new housing hub to serve people dealing with homelessness. The city has purchased 3 acres of land on East Georgia Street, east of I-70, for the building. Hogsett says this new model will create 60 new housing units, with plans to create more than 200 units citywide. The mayor says the hub will help centralize resources for those who are unhoused. In your multicultural spotlight, Indiana routinely leads the nation in evictions, worsening an already widespread housing crisis. News 8's multicultural reporter Katira Winfrey explains how an eviction ceiling clinic hopes to improve housing options for hundreds.
One eviction can send your ability to find housing into a downward spiral, and climbing out of that for many people can be almost impossible. This eviction clinic hopes to give people who've been struggling to find housing for a little while, or sometimes even years, a fresh start.
Tiffany Mose has had a long 4 years, constantly trying and applying to find stable housing, but she keeps hitting a wall.
When I left the apartments, I left in good standings. I left thinking that everything was fine. I moved out when the lease was over, and I was completely blindsided.
She doesn't have an eviction on her record, but she does have a fee, and that in many cases has the same result.
I was shocked to find out because I didn't find out until I started. I was at a place for 3 years. I'm like, I want something bigger. And so when I started applying, I kept getting denied. I'm like, huh?
She's just one of several hundred who will make their way through this eviction ceiling clinic. 27,683 evictions were filed in Marion County last year, according to Eviction Lab data. That number explodes when you add up multiple years.
Having an attorney for landlord-tenant issues is very important. A lot of times people go to court by themselves without knowing their actual rights.
Indiana Legal Services, in partnership with Marion County Bar Association and Eviction Diversion Initiative of Lawrence Township, is making it happen, providing pro bono legal support and paperwork filing for those who meet a certain criteria, like a dismissed eviction, judge ruled in favor, overturned eviction, judgment for payment not issued or paid in full.
Housing rates in 2022 went up 24%. I don't know anybody's income went up 24%. So that was #1 in the country. And last year we were #1 in rental rate increases.
Mose says she's not sure if all her problems will be solved here, but is hopeful. It's a start.
I just want to move somewhere. I just want to live somewhere. I want to be able to have my own place.
If you didn't make it to this clinic, Indiana Legal Services will be sponsoring another one in mid-November. Reporting in Indianapolis, Katira Winfrey, WishTV, WishTV.com, and like us on Facebook.